Hello guys and welcome. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about what it means to be a sovereign man and how you can become and start working on being a sovereign man. Now, what does a sovereign man mean? It means a man that's in control of himself, in control of the mind, the body, and the spirit. And it all starts up here and then it goes outward from there. So, without further ado, let's get into what I've learned so far and what I'm doing to become a sovereign man. Let's get it. So I'm going to give you guys 10 things that you need to work on daily to become a sovereign man. And while you're doing all this stuff, don't put excess importance into doing all these things, doing these 10 things, because when you put excess importance into pretty much anything, it works against you. Just follow the guidelines, follow what feels right and natural, which the right and natural things I have written out and I'm going to be telling you guys in this video. So just keep that in mind while doing this. You're going to want to put excess importance because you're going to want to hold on to the integrity of the lessons and you want the results, but it's not going to work. And it works against everything, especially in this. Especially with mindset stuff, you have to let it flow. And you'll figure that out for yourself while you're doing this. So it's something you have to take action on, and you're gonna fail. Maybe you'll get it the first time if you're lucky and you happen to do the right things. But most likely, you're gonna do the wrong things. Don't feel guilty. Take it from me, I felt guilty all day from putting excess importance and feeling like an idiot. But you have to realize this. So I'm letting you guys know firsthand that if you feel like that, it's normal to feel like that, and just move on and push forward and continue what you're doing through the day. So number one, I rule my mind. So it's really self-explanatory. You have to rule your mind in every way that you possibly can, because it's the only thing that you can control in this world. You can't really control a lot of the outside things that happen in the world. And you can't control, what your body does a lot of the times, but you can control your mind. So meditation, you can quiet the mind and you can bring up your thoughts and assess your thoughts as they come in. And that's something you can do to better understand what's going on upstairs. I always mention meditation because it's one of the most proven things to kind of get a sense of what's going on upstairs. And also solitude is something I also mention a lot. You can sit in silence and you can have your own ideas come up and you can figure things out. That's kind of what I did today. I just sat by myself after talking to my family. My sister came over with her friend and we were talking and hanging out, and after that I was all by myself the whole day. And that's where this video is coming from, at least the beginning of this video when I was explaining excess importance. So that's something that comes out of solitude. You can formulate your ideas and what's going on in your own reality, and you can better your life with that knowledge. So just those two things alone are enough to really reshape your mind. Other than that, it's just having the intention every day to control your mind, control your urges. If you have an urge to do something, put that off. Put the urge off and see what happens when you do that. Just sit there without the urge and let it pass. Does it go away? Does it keep coming back? Why do you have that urge? Maybe if you have the urge to masturbate, maybe that means that you need to go find yourself an actual woman and have real sex. So that's just an example. I'm single, newly single, no women here. So that's something that I have personally come across. So I know, hey, I need to go out on a date. Boom, yesterday. Well, not yesterday. The day before yesterday, I went out on a date. Problem solved. So it's stuff like that. You have to sit and, without going into it too much, figure out what's going on up here, and then you can formulate a game plan out of solitude. Number 2, I move with purpose. So I'm going to start moving to show you guys what it means to move with purpose. So moving with purpose, a lot of people, let's say when you're going to get groceries or you're going to run errands, they kind of walk around, oh, what's over here? There's nothing wrong with being curious, and if you're on a trail or walking a trail or something, you're like, oh, I wonder what's over here. But when you're going to do business, when you're going to get stuff done and you have a lot of things to do throughout the day, I'm saying this from personal experience as well, because I can find myself walking around for 3 hours out town and I'm like, where did the day go? It's because I wasn't moving with purpose. You need to move with purpose. When you have something to do, you move. You don't just... I'll give you an example. A lot of people walk like this. When you're going to do something and when you need to do something, you walk like this. You move. You one foot in front of the other. There are so many times I'm in the grocery store and someone's just like literally walking in a circle like this. I'm just like, bro, you're right in the middle of the aisle. Like it's either you look at the product at the shelf and you figure out what you're getting, or you keep moving. Another example is, I don't even know if this is an example of it, but it's weird. I used to work in retail, and a customer would say, where's this? It's in aisle 69. Okay. And it's aisle 69 just over there. I'd point over to the aisle. They look up in the air. It's like, what are you looking up there for? There's no aisle on the ceiling. So it's stuff like that. You got to move with purpose. You got to know what you're doing and go for it. If if it's a La La Land day and you don't have anything to do for some reason, of course, you can float around and do stuff. But if you have things to do, one foot in front of the other and move, and don't just, oh, why did it take me 3 hours? Because you were floating around like a balloon. I don't know. But move with purpose. You just see what you need to do and move. It's easy. I speak the uncomfortable truth is number 3. If there's a problem in life, say you're with a girl and she keeps nagging, where are you? Are you going to be home soon? Can you get this from the grocery store? I miss you. I hope you're home soon. All this stuff. It's okay. Like you have a girl that cares about you and wants to see you all the time. But if you have things that you need to do and a business that needs to be run and you're out doing things that need to be done and you have someone keeping tabs of you 24/7 and like throwing all her problems on you on top of everything and just this, all problems, and you're trying to do your mission, do your best work, accomplish the things that you need to do and want to do, and it's just a mess. So you need to cut those people out, and you need to tell them the uncomfortable truth. At least first, you have to tell them the uncomfortable truth of, hey, if you can't abide by my boundaries, then you have to go. If we can figure out a way to stay in my boundaries of, I need this and this, or else it's not going to work out, then they need to go. Because if you prolong someone like that being in your life and it wrecks every day consecutively and you can't get stuff done, that's going to eat up on you so much. It's going to eat your soul so quick. And take it from me, personal experience, that is one of the worst things. The regret of not doing something and not fixing something earlier on. It's super, super regretful. It gives you feelings of immense discomfort and regret, and it needs to be fixed as soon as you can. So uncomfortable truths need to be spoken very quickly. Number 4, I own my shadows. This is pretty simple. You just have to own your flaws. Because if you don't own the flaws that you have, you can't fix them. So, whatever your flaw is, just realize that it's something that can be fixed as long as you admit it. And this is super hard, especially for someone that is deep-rooted in self-improvement, wants to be the best they can be, because they have a attachment to being the best that they can be. And it's super, super hard. A lot of people find this very hard to detach from, and it's not all the time. It comes and goes. Personally, I'll have times where I can detach. I can realize, hey, I have this imperfectness in this area, and sometimes it's hard to let that go. So you have to you have to realize that those parts that you're weak at, those certain things that you have a weakness to, you have to identify those so you can improve. Number 5 is that I am the provider of my kingdom. So this pretty much just means that no one's coming to save you. No one cares about your shit. No one's going to really ever care as much as you're going to care about your own shit. No one. No one's going to care as much about your shit as you do. And it's just human nature. No one. Literally nobody. Not your mom, your dad. No one's going to care about your shit more than you are going to care about it. And it's a human nature thing. It's not a matter of kindness or anything like that. It's just a matter of personal attachment to certain things. The quicker you realize this, the more you can put attention to your own things and say no to things that you can't do in the moment. So if you have a project that's going on and someone asks, oh, can you help me out with this? Unless it's an emergency, a life or death emergency, and they can't get by without your help, you need to say no, because you need to focus on the things that are important to you, because no one else is going to care as much as you. So you got to be brutal in that way. Get your shit done. Care about yourself more than anybody, because nobody's going to care about your shit more than yourself. Number 6, I am disciplined, not motivated. This is very simple. This pretty much just means don't rely on motivation. Never rely on motivation. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline is something that you build. Everybody has discipline. If you haven't seen that video, I think it's called Everybody's Disciplined. I put a video out basically saying that everyone has discipline, but it all depends on where you put that discipline. A lot of people are disciplined in doing nothing, and there are people that are disciplined in becoming their best self. So everyone's disciplined in something. A lot of people think, oh, you need to build discipline. And there is truth. You need to build discipline, but you need to, more correctly put, you need to take the discipline that you're putting in other areas and build it towards the things that matter. That's the difference. Number 7, I create, not consume. You need to create things more than you consume. And that's why I'm making this video right now, because I've been watching a lot of, if you haven't seen the show, Dexter. Sick show in more ways than one. And I love that show. It's crazy. It puts you on a roller coaster ride, gets the adrenaline pumping. But I realized that I've been consuming episodes more than I've been making content. So that's why I'm here personally. Not just for that, just for you guys too. And I'm creating stuff because that's what God wants us to do. Why can we repopulate the earth? Because it's a creation. Everything's creation. Everything magical is creation. But there has to be consumption as well, because if there were just creation, then the world would collapse because there would be too much. So the consumption is good. So you have to consume, but you also have to create just a little bit more than you consume, so we have that little extra just if need be. This is important, and this is something that everybody should do. You prioritize brotherhood over isolation. Isolation is good to get your own ideas, but then once you get too comfortable with isolation, and you're like, oh yeah, isolation's good, this is comfortable, that's when you need brotherhood. When you feel like you need isolation in a way where it feels more comfortable, that's when you go to brotherhood and you find like-minded guys and you go out, you chat up women, you go conquer new lands, and you do your shit. Brotherhood is super important. Don't neglect it. If you need to buy into a brotherhood of like high network individuals that are above the level that you're at, all the better. You want to be with people that are above the level that you are currently at. That's the optimal place to be. At the least, get with guys that are around the same level. Never below you, because you're going to sink to the lowest levels. You want to be at the same level or above. And you can find guys at the same level, just guys that are like-minded, cruising around your town. And you guys can grow together. That's magic. And then you both can find high-level guys, and then everyone shoots to the moon. Everyone's happy. Everyone's buying Bugattis. It's a party. But seriously, brotherhood's super important. Number 9, I live by death's clock. This basically just means that you appreciate time. You appreciate the fact that it's leaving and it's not permanent. There's beauty to this. There's beauty to the lack of time that we have on Earth. The fact that we get older, age, and our bodies fail us eventually. And a fact that the people we love aren't going to be here with us forever. And tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow, everyone could be gone. You could be the last person on Earth. You could be gone. And you could leave everybody that's here on Earth. And they'll miss you. And that makes us appreciate the time we have. And you should use that to push yourself to create or do the things that you want to do the things that you need to do the things that would make yourself proud. It also allows you to appreciate the people around you more when you utilize this tool of living by death's clock. So don't take today for granted. And, you know, the present is called the present for a reason, because it's a gift. Cliche, I know, but it's fucking true. And the last thing is, I bow to no man. Never put yourself below any human on earth. Not nobody. You can go to the same level as them. You can go to the same level as equals, but never bow below a man. Never give another man, another human, your power. Never. Don't kiss ass. Basically, don't kiss ass. But there's one, whatever you want to believe, entity, divine, God, whatever you want to believe it to be, that is who you can bow to. Because in your times of failing, in your times of struggle, in your times of feeling less than you think you are, you can always rest knowing that God appreciates you and your efforts, no matter what, no matter if you're the biggest failure on earth. He sees the potential in you as long as you live another day and live by death's clock and practice all these 10 things that I just told you. He'll keep pushing you forward in the form of challenges and trials and tribulations. He'll give you the way and paint the light to the path that you need to walk, because the path really only illuminates as you walk it. And if you follow these 10 things, then it'll continue to illuminate. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I know it's a little bit long, but so is life in a sense. It's long, but it's short, and I needed to make this video this long to really paint these 10 things in the light that it needs to be in. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, because I put 2 videos out every week. You don't want to miss them. Let's keep booming this shit. See you guys in the next one.